So today I'm going to share about purpose and meaning, and the only way I can do that is if I make it super personal. So I'm going to start with something I wrote in 2017, and then I wrote this in 2021. I have these breakthroughs pretty often, and I'm like feeling like I'm in another realm, and I'm getting a lot of information, whether it's future Shayna, past Shayna, and it's like just kind of like a way of balancing the left and the right, and just kind of like finding a way closer to myself, but these are always shifting. So I'm not going to be self-conscious as I share. I'm just going to share that these are like some ways that when I was, I had these for many years, but I never learned how to record them. So finding meaning in this way has given me a life that I could like really find purpose and meaning in. So this is just like where I was at. I mean, we're only in 2022, so it's only like a year ago. But these are different versions of me from previous versions of me. So anyway, in 2017, to cope with existential unease, I sometimes retreat into nihilism, but that tends to numb all enchantment eventually. To cope with the empty meaninglessness of nihilism, I have hedonistic tendencies, but these always turn into addictions. Chasing to fill up the high, the forgetting, the escape, the pleasure, the thrill, the increased sensitivity, the unpredictability, the sense of approval, the distraction. It just depends what it is. It can be a person too. And then in 2021, I had a number of mind-blowing breakthroughs, and I'm going to share this version like this that I'm still integrating. Obviously, it's only a year ago, but like I've had many mind-blowing breakthroughs. I just wasn't always able to record them. So I'm doing this for the sake of like maybe it'll reach the out there, or maybe just me saying it brings it more out. So we'll see. Anyway, it seemed I'd go to heaven. I was being waited for, and I chose to stay here and help people. But I could see death in people so much impurity. And then I'm gonna do and then I'm gonna write next, or I'm gonna write say next because there's a break in between each of these pieces. As I got closer to so this is all 2021, okay? As I got closer to the void, I recognized satanic demonic energy was being purged in me. The distance between the light and being what I thought was light is light. The negative space is what created the black hole. Next, the way my phone and books and iPad have been influencing me. I didn't write anything else, but what I was experiencing was they were information. I didn't have to read it with my eyes. It was coming off of the screens and the books and embedding into me, like through me. Not something I could remember, but I could just know it in an instant because I could like feel it, sense it in a way off the book without even reading it. That was my experience at that moment. I'm not saying I'm always experiencing that, but I integrated. That was an experience I had for a moment. Next, the balance beam in the present moment. I saw the light, and it was going to kill me, and I saw it playing out in brilliant, hellish ways too, attracting me with godly powers. And I said I couldn't handle it, and I was greedy and cocky to think I could when I'm so impure. I asked if I could wait till I'm 40. In Judaism, people learn Kabbalah when they're 40. Next, I stopped seeing right from wrong, good from bad. I knew nothing. God was talking to me through human beings, my iPad, continuing on, like I meant, talking to me, no matter where I turned. Next, I felt the Torah being played out in my genetic code. I saw my thought forms arising and the truth beyond the story of Abraham, Sarah, and the rest. I was absorbing information, and this is where I'm saying from books, without opening a book. Next, I begged for mercy due to the greed I had to think I could handle playing like I'm anything close to the creator of capacity, considering I'm constantly taking so much credit or blame for my states of being. Next, it's soothed and relaxed, and it starts up when I'm being called to act. Yet I lost a part of me, in a sense. I went through a death and can no longer identify as the person I was, and I've thrown away most of my possessions from before. Next, I was tested and participated in my own court case with unseen entities and went through tortures. Next, I recognize I am healing from the trauma of being born in sin, but I also feel I don't know who is in on it, what is real, and who to trust. Next, I see a lot of darkness I couldn't see before, and I haven't been able to eat much because I can't taste much. Sex felt impossible, unless only with love, maybe I'll be able. Have a terror. I think I wrote terror. that will do a mistake. That I'll do a mistake, maybe I meant. Next, it's like I can stay in life and happiness if I continuously keep committing to love. Next, this all happened as I was begging to have God in the physical world, and I received so much light I thought I'd shatter. Next, I saw that spilling seed and also losing my virginity out of fear, not love, is the biggest darkness I've done, and being sodomized and performing oral sex is the biggest darkness done to me. I have a friend who God was dwelling in him when I met him because the spirit that moved through him, and we saw open miracles together. We experienced Keter together, which is the crown, which is consciousness of the faucet of light coming in before anything else. And Shabbat Shechina, and that was in February 2021. This is about a year and a half ago, over a year and a half ago, a year and a half ago, 1.5 years. Shabbat Shechina is the divine presence, Holy Spirit, embedded and embodied in the physical world. I love reading this. I'm actually feeling it run through me. Next, I can't really tell if I'm dead or alive or dying at times. I feel like a thought or a memory sometimes. Everyone is God talking to me, and I meant to let godliness pass through. Next, I keep seeing signs and synchronicities beyond random. It feels and like I'm going to be punished for enjoying them because I grew up with a God who wants to make sure I don't sin and will hurt me if I do. Dating an uncircumcised black man was a sin, and looking for signs that smoking weed is all sins. You know, I smoke weed sometimes, and although I'm not dating necessarily, I'm very close to that kind of person, and I look for signs. So, I guess what I have to say is that, like, I have to pause here just to make, I'll say the last one next. Looking for guidance and assurance. I'm safe and protected in the physical world. My mind is where there is still some fear, and I want to break through it, so I stop ripping the gravity of love that keeps me bright and light. Love, Shayna. So it's like a letter. So that's meaning and purpose, and I'm going to stop here, but I wanted to make a comment that says something along the lines in my voice as I'm still integrating this. It doesn't feel yet like I've been ready to let go of these where I've sinned. So that means that maybe I have to bring love into these areas. Looking for signs of goodness. Seeing the goodness. Smoking weed if it's a sin, but it helps me. Then not feeling that giving myself permission to be happy or helped is a bad thing. Or to be loved. It's not a bad thing. So I'm still learning about those areas of my life. Anyway, wishing everybody who may ever watch this a beautiful rest of your day. For me, it's about to be Shabbat pretty soon. Hopefully I get all the things done I'm trying to do. I will have to reschedule a few things because time just flies on Friday for me, where every second seems to really matter. So I will wish you a good Shabbos.